Man, just the fact that there is still an opportunity for just about anyone to get into this top 8. Man, did you like right now it's 52 points. You can pull that off in one day with, I mean, theoretically almost in one game. If you drop 52 points, that'd be 22 kills and a win. Semi doable in this lobby, a little bit harder obviously. But it's one of those things where I think we give yourself a couple good games and you've got yourself in the top 8 and you got yourself qualified. So I definitely see teams trying to pop off this week, make sure that they get themselves a little higher. The teams that are already in the top 8, they're going to be feeling it though, trying to make sure that they can rise a little bit higher. I'm really hyped for today.
I'm massively hyped too, and apparently my mic was off there. Thank you there for that, Bonesy. Can't hear you at all, and it was just, I just feel like I should do it again. I feel like we need to do it again. I was saying that every single 500 diamonds per room tonight, Bonesy. It's the LegendScrims League lobby tonight as 500 from the community, from We Stay Hard and from the LegendScrims community. So not only are they fighting for those shiny diamonds that you can use on any of the skins there in games, but they are fighting for a shot at the LegendScrims Global Series. The FLGS, as we've called it. Hopefully you can hear me now. And what is the FLGS? Well, they called it a Farlight clone. So we said, fine, we'll make our own Apex Legends Global Series. Only grassroots, louder and a little bit scrappier. There'll be POI drafts, match point finals, and winner takes all glory. The EU League tonight, well, this is the seeding ground, so only the top 8 will secure a spot. So if you're not locked in yet, as I was saying earlier, register now at LegendScrims.com there. I think we've got it again, that the second time there. Hopefully everyone there on the delay has picked up and you can now hear me. Let me know in chat if you can. Hopefully you can hear me now on stream. Well, we was speaking as well.
Nothing like the tough
I was saying
spot.
Ignore the thumbnail because Takar have had a name change. They've changed to Virtue. Same demons behind the keyboard. There we got Taz, Hachiru and Pina, and they're still hunting for that number 1 spot. And close behind, as you can see, on 152 points are Luxury. And you better believe that they are not going to take this one lying down and will be hunting down Takar to make sure that they're on that top spot, getting themselves that POI draft in that first spot to get their POI draft of choice. E2 Sports Games there I was saying as well. Well, they're rock steady in 4th, have not moved at all there, Josh. And Inori and Ino, late entrants, veterans there as well.
Absolute veterans. That is for sure. As you said, coming in big. I mean, I guess it's now Virtue and Luxury are gonna likely trying to go as head to head as possible today. I'll be honest, like you said, you got to get that tier 1 seed for getting your PO in the POI draft, getting your pick. Obviously, a lot of players are very used to their specific spot. I'm not necessarily quite sure how similar these teams play, but it's one of those things where if you do get that tier 1 pick and your second best team in the region is going somewhere else, you might just decide I might take their spot. You never really know.
And as well, we know that
ain't nothing like the tough
teams
spot.
like we said about Inori and Ino in 3rd and 4th at the moment, as we can see from the table there. Late entrants, but came in with an absolute bang. But being veterans, they can take that spot. But as well, they do land in the same places. So if you are on the board and you are a Virtue, or a Luxury, and you are ahead of them, you know that they are going to land at Mega Factory or the Research Zone. And you're going to be able to take away that POI when we do finally get to our LegendScrims Global Series. And that's going to mess things up for them, potentially.
Yeah, that is for sure. Man, I can't believe we're already into week 3 of our, I'd say qualifiers, as well as our EU League for FLGS. But Man, we've been doing a lot of work in the back end, trying to make sure everything is running perfectly, just to make sure that it's going to be a smooth experience for everyone involved, especially us. I'll be honest, us on the back end, we're trying to make sure everything goes good for us, make sure that there isn't like big delays or anything like that. So we've been doing a lot of work. We've got our system pretty dang optimized. If you're one of the teams, you'll definitely be seeing how that is more involved and all that kind of stuff, but obviously you're already starting to see it with the tournament registration system and all that is involved with that. But we are likely getting into the game pretty dang soon here, aren't we, Lister?
Okay, if we are.
Oh, thanks for the heads up.
So the captulars are in the sky, and we begin that first game now. Game number 1 of the evening. Let's see who's warmed up. Let's see who's ready. Let's see who's brought their A game tonight. Josh, anything we should be looking out for on this first game here?
I just think in general you're going to see things being fought pretty aggressively. With there being 10 teams in the lobby, there is a little bit less chance for third parties, but at the same time, you also got that freedom to rotate. So you almost are more enticed to third party. So I think we're going to see a lot of fighting because of that. And I also think a lot of these teams here are just fighting teams in general. So going to be quite exciting.
Nice one. Here we go. Week number 3, game number 1. EU League. With myself, ListerBungi and Joshua. And don't forget, you vote for the final map tonight. So get yourself in on that poll. And Josh, what are we seeing on the map here now?
Looking overhead here, we've got a pretty decent spread. However, in the upper right corner there at the Mega Factory, you've got 3 teams as well as Inno just off to the side there at the, what do you call that area? Let's go to Inno just real fast. I want to see. Do you list their names? No, it doesn't. Okay, this area here, we've got Inno. They're chilling out here, but we're going to go over to Mega Factory because we saw Flacco and Tracking. There is a duo right now, not the most optimal situation, but we've got ATTK and Nori off in the distance. You get to fight for that early Archon buddy, so definitely a high priority POI.
So we can see that they've changed the game there. And Nori, this is where we often see them at the beginning. I mean, how integral is Mega Factory? Well, they've already got it. I mean, how integral is this going to be for them in the later game where we've seen them play? We're saying about that Storm Empress play from week 2.
Yep.
No, that was against them. Actually, sorry.
In general, it's one of those things where if you have that utility, it just gives you a whole lot more decisions that you can make. We saw how important it was, like you said last week, using Luxury using it to try to get Nori off from the high ground, but obviously Zero with that quick decision making sure to get one of those portable pods down, was able to keep his team, not flying in there, not getting griefed by it. But there's also the option that they may have also gotten a Thunderhound, and in general, I say it's a pretty strong utility piece right there. But at the same time, you also have to kind of think that there's a lot of teams that kind of know how to play against it. They know just get out of the zone. So it's not as useful until late game.
And we might see an early engagement here against squad number 10. This is going to be the Chill guys in here. We're going to see ALK TV, Kim and Yuli.
Broski trying to get out of there, but they know exactly where he's going to be popping out.
Out he goes, sliding down the hill. He has been isolated by Kim. Chases, he has been hacked as well. Comes over with the ultimate. He really wants to get rid of him here. Broski sliding and slipping on him. And comes with Julie and knocks him out of the game. Massive for squad number 10. First time in this game. Points are going to be important for them.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's, and in general, taking out a team like E2S is going to be huge as well. I mean, obviously, that's going to be Dan, Broski. Who else is on that team? Oh, I guess they got a res. I don't quite know. Let's see, did we get to see? Nope. Oh, that's going to be a tough one to figure out what that one is there. We're going to have to ask in chat once again.
Yeah, we keep not sure which one that one is. Yeah. Anyone in chat know what these symbols mean? Give us a heads up. And we're just going to call him Japan. So it's E2 Sports. We'll just call him Japan from now. So it's Broski, Dan, and Japan. And we take another look at the map. We see at the top, look at the clusters that we've got going on here. And with Rated and Inori in that top right. And then we still have Salge, Chill Guys, and Dan on the left. and Luxury and Attack just converging into the first zone.
I did a little bit of Google translating to check what that name might be. I've got was it Wansdown, I think is the name. Wansda.
Ah, that's Wansdale, the legendary.
Wansdale.
Yeah, with Wansdale, we've seen him on the individual player leaderboard, and then we see,
Right.
oh, that duo from earlier getting wiped out here, and they only need to chase down Tracking to make sure they're out of the lobby.
Scary position to be. No, they're going to be one of those teams that they just run after you, and they know how to follow up on a kill, and make sure to check just about every single place that you might have decided to rotate to. And oh man, getting stopped by that bit of too much of a drop there when you're sliding down. You gotta be careful.
You're going to watch out for, they're going to run straight into the back of Attack here if they keep going. We go back over to the Chill guys, who was talking to them a little bit earlier. I was saying, come on then, tell us about your team a bit. And they said they're a bit shy, but not shy here with the bar sniper rifle. E2 Sports come round the corner and ready to take off those warning shots. Not able to hit anything yet, though.
Oh, we see some good follow-up here from Julie, making sure that Dan can't escape, and the rest of his team trying to use that squeaky to get out of there, but they've all just ended up in the sights of Julie.
They've ended up in his kill zone. And out comes the Ember Ultimate. It's going to push Chill guys back and gives E2 Sports a little bit on the attack. But they're just waiting on the outside of zone for them now.
Oh, they've got one though. Sambroski's down again there. Dan's going down there. It's just going to be up to Wansdale here.
And Chill guys are making themselves known here. And we see Wansdale. He hops over. Oh, he gets taken down. And Kim is able to get the res on his team, and 5 kills for Chill guys.
I don't know. That's a misleading name. They're coming into this lobby almost with no chill, making sure to go aggressive on just about everyone. Very impressive start.
Aggro guys are going to be ones to watch out for.
That's for sure.
We see Eno going on a little bit of a zipline wander, but they hear the shots in the distance and make sure to disengage to get a good view of the land.
Definitely a good opportunity to get some kills here. They've got ATTK sandwiched between them and Fushan here.
Eno, wait. But again, they're thwarted by that Ember Ultimate that's put down. It's going to allow Attack to either regroup or come out fighting.
Oh, player. Oh, man. Faker also going down. Oh, one of those players have an Arbiter. I can't remember who it was, but I saw it in the kill feed for just a second there. Who is it? It's none of these guys, so it's got to be somebody from Fushan.
Fushan on the top and in prime position to fire back at Mirax. But Mirax is not going to make it easy for them to pop out. It was Naintus Dragon on Fushan who has that all-important sniper rifle, and they ping over in the way of Attack. And Nori take up position on the hedge. It's looking dangerous here. Mirax, he misses the shot. Dangerous.
So scary. You make a peek for just a little bit too long, and the Arbiter can end your game right there, right then. And you gotta see, oh man, as Naintus is rotating out of here, how much pressure the enemy teams are applying.
It's pushing them back, and they are at least safe for now in the building, and it's going to cause the other teams around each other to no find a Nori on the hillside. I mean, if yeah, they are going to disengage there, it looks like, Josh.
It's a tough one there. ATTK is down a player. They lost one as they're rotating in, but they do get the res back onto him using that respawn device.
This is going to be an important fight now. If all of our teams choose to hang around in this area, it's a good chance to third party and get some of those teams who are vying for those top 8 spots to get them knocked out of the lobby. Attack being one of those teams on 52 points, and they really do need the points here.
Oh, we got Fushan here. They've got still continuing to keep those eyes onto ATTK, making sure that they didn't get that res for free. Having to use the limited heals that they're going to have after a res, obviously, is a great way to just apply additional pressure.
That is where that pressure is going to come from. They have sticking here. They don't. Oh, slides past his ear from Ino. Fushan in Ino's sights. Equinox gets the shield, get knocked down, and how will he respond? He hits back. He has to get those shields back up there.
Oh, he's got to be thankful Mirax doesn't have those Skullbreaker bullets. Just running the Sunder DMR with the scope, with the front attachment. Otherwise, would have lost even more HP there. That was definitely quite the headshot.
Head will be shattered, and he turns his sights over to Freedom. He's been separated from his team, and then the return fire comes, but no one quite hitting these shots. Use the cords to get out of there quicker.
Unfortunately, it seems that these teams continue to rotate, but it's into the unfortunate situation where they've come up against Virtue and OSTRS.
I guess the first time we've seen Virtue with their name change over here, and we're against the new boys. Chill guys. They throw down the Ember ultimate, scatters them a bit. Looking for the angles. Virtue
Player above Peerless Pina potentially had a chance to get a big chunk of damage, but didn't quite capitalize. And now you're seeing Peerless Pina hunt down Kim. Ock already went down by Faker. There's that third-party effect coming in from ATTK, and everything's getting very, very interesting at this point.
Freedom and Attack know exactly. He's from Wire, who were the masters of that third party, to the bane of everyone else. Virtue, the pressure comes off them a little bit. Attack looking a little bit spread. Freedom going around the other side of the mountain just to get away from Virtue.
Unfortunate for our newcomers. That was Kim and their team there. Unfortunately went down. Like you said, they're newcomers. You gotta. The pressure from multiple teams coming from every different way can just be enough to cause you to go out. And obviously in these top levels, everyone's able to compete. But 5 kills, they got to feel pretty good about that. That's at least a start towards getting qualified.
I know that they'll be happy about it not being bot lobby and with the amount of players in here, so I know they probably won't be too sad that they're gone, knowing that they're going to come into the next lobby and it's going to be an absolute stacker. We go over to our second place at the moment, Luxury. They have been playing together a little bit more after that disappointing second week placement for them, and we'll see what they can do here.
Yeah, definitely experts of the game. The rank 1 EU team across the board there, officially on the leaderboard. That's the case. Big 157 headshot coming out of Nurton.
And this is Sauge that they're firing across at, the newer boy. 3 weeks in the game there, Joshua, but still holding on to that top 8 place against, yet again, the veterans. At this point, Luxury grief Sauge a bit. I remember in the week 1, in the final circle, it was Sauge that Luxury ran through to get that victory. As we pan over to the ever-closing smaller circle, and Ino fighting against Fushan with a shield advantage here. They're all over this one.
Third-party shots coming in there from Inori, making sure that Ino can't get this fight for free. There is always that additional threat coming in.
And it causes Ino to throw down some of those smokes just to get out of the way and redirect their fire. Inori's Elivote, of course, from Karahi, that now disbanded, and an absolute firecracker of a addition to Inori, who were deadly to begin with.
Yeah, absolute powerhouse of a team. Panjay, Zero, and Elivote. They've got the brains, they've got the skill, they've got the talents, and I've got to say, they've got the looks.
They've got the looks too. Well, I mean, that's a first from me, but I would take your word for it. I know that Elivote's crosshair barely moves, but I didn't know it was connected to those looks there.
Nope, that's just how it works. Obviously in the world of entertainment as he is in casting, you got to have that appearance, and that's just how it works when you're a star like that. You got all these stars in this matchup, and we're gonna see Fushan coming up against Inoi right here.
And Panjay goes forwards and to push out Fushan from the position and from the covering fire. Falls down onto Naintus Dragon. He frantically puts back up his shield cells. Oh, no sympathy getting knocked there. Sauge still getting grief by Luxury in the other parts of the map. Oh!
gotta dodge those shots there. Elivote losing a lot of HP, and oh man, Zero, don't peek. You don't want to do that there. Mantis Dragon had that ready. So scary.
He was ready, waiting, took his face right up, and was non-stop action here. Virtue are going down. This is the leaders here. Is it the end for them in this first game? The Phantom Trick comes up. He's invisible for now, and I think that is going to save him.
Ooh, I don't think that got transferred because he dropped down, so there was no place for it to go. We're going to see Inno using that portable pod to try to get a safe place to res, but instead, we're just going to see Taz push on the aggressive here.
Throws in the Origem trap, and he stopped that res, and Desi goes down. Inno were desperate for those points, and Virtue, that's Taz, the team captain, getting those much-needed points to keep them on the top of this leaderboard.
He didn't really have a chance to get that Buzzy to work properly, but as soon as he had the chance and knew that there was an opportunity to go for that fight and finish it off, he went straight for it, and that's exactly what he needed to do if he was going to get his team back into this match. He wasn't going to be able to do it with the additional threat round. Oh, and he's... Okay, thank goodness. We forgot that it cancels the... it continues the timer there. Thank goodness. I think they're going to go get that Smokey down and also get an Ember back into this match.
He was just getting a little bit... His itchy fingers there, turning to his strength, but now... The fire comes down on top of them. Hachiru getting their health back up. They're just going to continue with this res, but fire comes from the duo of Rated C. They are pretty high up in that NA leaderboard and looking to take some points here. Peerless Pina getting knocked by Equinox from the rear, and now it's down to Hachiru, but Hachiru is down, and Taz yet again has to run away, but it looks like there's a whole team on his back. It's Fushan, gets into the Phantom Trick. It's gonna save him, at least for now. But does he have Buzzies in his pocket, and can he res his teammates again?
We've got Luxury here, and they've got so many teams around them there. Inori, a severe threat to their side, but Taz, who's disengaged, could be a big thorn as well.
Luxury waiting for which direction to fire in first, as the zone is getting to a pinprick right now, and still got 12 players and 5 squads left.
Oh, Taz has to worry about the threat of Rated, but also the third party coming in there. But he's also baited some action onto Rated, it seems.
And out go Virtue. Now only 4 squads left. Rated C in it. And we go over to Luxury. Nurton is down. We're in the middle of the darkness. Night vision has gone up. It's protected them away from Inori. We're pushing in on Luxury right now.
Oh, big damage.
Massive damage, pushes back Inori. They need to do this now. Out goes those bombs. It's going to keep them back, but how much longer will Inori be kept at bay?
Yeah, it does seem like they have the better position. They've got so much cover. They don't have to worry about anyone shooting from their sides, it seems. And for now, we've just got the threat of Team 7. Fushan. Keep hearing that Arbiter shot come out. So threatening.
They've got to be thinking, when's he going to run out of bullets? It looks like he's down to his last bullet, the golden bullet. What can he do with this? Is it going to land, or is he going to whiff it? Chat, what's your money on? Josh, what is your money on?
When you have that one bullet, you're definitely going to be very, very particular when you take that shot. And it's the Arbiter. If you connect it, it's game-changing. We're seeing him pulling it out right now. Oh, it's barely missing it there.
Nearly misses it, but Panjay's on the flank and ready to annihilate Fushan and their hopes in the rest. He doesn't have that Arbiter sniper rifle anymore. There's one player left in Fushan, and down and out go Fushan.
Using that Ember ultimate to get stabilized back up. I don't know if he necessarily needed to use it, but it's a good call regardless. And it's down to Lace. Got some connection through the smoke there. Must have got a tick on the edge of the Ember ult. And unfortunately with that, he is going to go down. That's going to be a big W. I'm assuming at least 6 kills. 7 kills coming out of Inori there.
7 kills, and of course, fighting again. There's a bit of rivalry between Luxury and Inori there, and of course we said that they only came in week 2, so that's going to be massive for Inori.
Absolutely, 37 points just off of that game alone, and we still got 2 more coming up here. We're going to be playing on Sunder Realms after this one here, but our first game in Nextera starts off with Anori in first, Luxury in second with 3 kills, and Rated C as a duo, managing to get 3rd place and 4 kills there as well. Very impressive. Always a very consistent team, I'd say.
And with one member down and playing like that, yeah, definitely a consistent team. Fushan as well, getting themselves into that final circle. Very impressive. Virtue. Taz holding them a little bit there, wasn't it, with the Phantom trick, being able to get away and get those reses up. Very important.
No, definitely agreed. Having that the ability to disengage for survivability is so massive. A lot of people really undervalue the power of disengaging.
Most certainly are. That takes us to our 9th spot, and E2 Sports. Down there with Nork. Not going to be happy with that one, but again, it's not. It's a bit uncharacteristic for them, wouldn't you say, for E2 Sports games to be down here?
Yeah, I would definitely agree. Definitely a top contender for just about every lobby that they're in. I will say that it was a little unfortunate. They did get into just about every single fight they could with the place who went out in 9th, OSTRS.
It certainly is.
That's Chill Guys.
Chill Guys, another newcomer team. It's the first time we've seen them. They're really impressive, and I'm sure they'll be wanting to get back into their second game and show what they've got here as well.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, after that, don't forget, guys, that you vote for the 3rd and final map tonight, but we are going to run the 2nd map on Sunder Realms. Now, who have you got winning this week 3? Spam it in chat. We're just going to take a break, and we're going to be right back, filling up that lobby for the 2nd game here tonight. So don't go anywhere.
See you soon. And what is this one? This one is this one.
I just needed... We're waiting on 3 teams only. This game will be up very soon. I heard that Anori and Luxury don't even send Christmas cards to each other. Now that is rivalry. Rookie, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't, Porky. Well. L Sunder Realms and Ori win. I win, actually. Lukey, good to see you. Coming in solo to watch out. I don't doubt it. Newly over to the PC side, aren't you, Lukey? So that was interesting to see. But don't go anywhere. Get your vote in for the 3rd and final map. And make sure, if you don't like Sunder there, Lukey, to vote for Nextera. 2nd game coming right up. Game number 2 is ready and launched. It's for week 2. This is a fight for the top 8 here in the EU League to get into our Farlight 84 LegendScrims Global Series. Josh, after that game 1 there, who are we keeping an eye on for this second game here?
It's a lot of familiar faces, I'll be honest. Inori, Luxury, obviously, our final 2. Pulling off big things. 37 points for Inori. They had 7 kills and 30 placement points. Luxury getting 28. So they're not too far behind. 9 points is not a big difference there. But we saw Rated C as a duo managing to keep things up and keep things interesting. So, but everyone who's involved in this match is competitive. And we've seen it. Even our newcomers, Chill Guys, they were going strong. Showing that they have that fire. Showing they got that force. So just got to see if they can pull out that consistency.
Well, the Chill Guys have taken after their namesake and just, leveled it out, chilled out, worked out what they're doing in this lobby now. With diamonds on the line, who is ready to claim them tonight as we go into game number 2, week number 3, LegendScrims EU League. Myself, ListerBungi and Joshua. It looks like we're on Nextera instead.
A lot of... Oh yeah, we are on Nextera. Okay, interesting. Not the biggest issue. I guess teams are going to be fine with that. I did not even realize as well. Did anyone call us out in chat? No one called us out in chat.
No one called us out in chat.
Either way, we'll play it. We'll make it work. That's how it goes sometimes. Either way, we're in it. We're gonna see these the first zone drop there. We got research factory research facility. Sorry, gonna be in the upper left corner. Salge, they've got the highway 37 there, and they're gonna have to rotate in there and get that scan because it gives you even more information, and you're gonna be able to prepare so much.
And we were seeing a repeat as well as in the Mega Factory. We saw that there was Rated C up there in Nori and Chill Guys again, but. Skyline has become Virtue's territory here. And City Centre, there we go.
Seems that way. ATTK off in the distance there. They're trading a little bit of shots back and forth, but it doesn't seem like a whole lot has happened so far there. Freedom just losing a little bit of HP, clearly. Having, more than a little HP there, down to 1 HP at this point. They're going to close that distance and get red on in, I think.
Attack do not want this to happen. Freedom slinks away. He has been hacked. They know exactly where he is and they will not let it up. Kill points are for 1 on this game and all the points, there we go. Desi wipes through him. Of course, not a massive at this point because his team are still there, Josh.
Yeah, they're just already heading up and towards a new respawn beacon there. Gonna get their team back in it. It's not gonna be a big issue there. Early in this matchup, especially if you have 2 players left alive, super doable.
Super doable. Here we are over at Mega Factory in Nori. It's the same place that they go for here. It's very methodical. Probably knew that Rated C and the Chill Guys were going to be here and they're ready for a scrap. Rated split up. Are they going to be able to isolate Flacco though as he dives down into the abyss? Scary
spot to be in with just 2 players on your team. Tracking was so low. Flacco making noise, so they definitely have an idea of where he is at.
Tracking able to get those meds off as Flacco runs in the direction of Inori. Needs to watch out here. Chill Guys will give chase, and Flacco's going to be in a little... He's going to be the meat and cheese, Josh.
Oh no, not again. You can't be the meat and cheese of a sandwich, especially in Farlight 84, because for whatever reason, they're going to be shooting condiments at you from both directions there. So careful, careful, careful. Careful indeed.
And, well, crisis averted there. Inori seemed to be going the opposite way. So no fights yet. And look, Tracking able to have got that health up as well. So, phew. Salge in the research facility and alone. They no doubt will have taken that much needed reconnaissance on where the zone will pull.
Yeah, they're going to be the team that has that additional bit of information, going to get themselves most likely set up early and just be able to know this is the place where we need to control. And later in the game, they're going to appreciate that additional information, that's for sure.
They will do. And I just got some information from chat. Apparently, Lukey, he said it was my aura that changed the map himself. He said he didn't like Sunder, and he said W Nextera. So there we go. Any complaints, send them on to Lukey there.
Yeah, that's actually pretty true. I'll be honest. Whenever Lukey's around, I'm always a little bit intimidated. I guess it's his arms, just a little bit too big. I don't know. Tries to beat people up too often. A little bit scary. Gotta worry about that guy.
Fearful with those big arms. I know that Freedom is fearful of Virtue being right on his back. He's already gone down once before. Freedom, I have noticed though here, Josh. Do you think this is on purpose? He's playing a little split from his other two teammates a lot here.
It does give you an opportunity to get information, know what's happening with the rest of the team. Also gives you additional survivability and not having to worry about your whole team going down if anything happens to go, a little bit, scary.
Most certainly, yes. The Chill guys are taking it a little easy now. They've rotated out of Mega Factory, not into the path of anyone. Look, yeah, you're pointing out Luxury, who are looking a bit split. Looks Aimbot's on his own. Oh, look, it's Sauge against Anori. Hey, no, sorry.
Oh, I hate to say it. I think we might be seeing Sauge's inexperience here. It doesn't look like they grabbed that scan. Maybe not understanding the value or realizing that it was up. But we can take a look. We saw at the map. It does not show that scan is on there. So we're now seeing Inno. If they push forward, they might continue that push and end up in research and get that scan for themselves.
They're not going to let up. Sauge in their sights. Mirax fires over at Doja and fires over. That's Benji, by the way, with those Korean, I think, characters. Got two streels come out. In comes Inno, slam down. And they're scaring Sauge. The newcomers looking a little bit on the back foot. Doja goes down. No sympathy. Just over to the left. Inno just needs to point and shoot. And down goes Benny. No sympathy. All alone. Oh, and out go Sacrilege. Goodbye, Sauge. Yeah,
very unfortunate. Inno, they did a great job of closing the distance. As soon as the Ember ultimate came out there, you saw Desi throwing down a counter ultimate to make sure that it was cancelled. And man, just the cannon squeaky usage to close that distance was very quick. It worked out exactly how they wanted.
And now they are in the path of that's going to be E2 Sports Games. Oh, they open up the fight and crack. There are no shields. Largus gets it back up though. And Dan, make sure it's down again. Has to hit back. Trading shots out from the high ground advantage.
Definitely trying to play multiple angles here. Trying to get some damage. I don't think Inno is going to want to commit too hard to this fight here, just because there is also that, now they hear that threat of Fushan coming in here.
That might have saved them there. We over with the Chill guys again, and that dastardly rated C duo giving Chill guys a little bit of trouble. Flacco pushes headlong into them. Will he find Kim with the M4 assault rifle? Gets scared a bit, transforms himself into the dragon, and positions with tracking.
Been seeing a lot more Ling Bo as of late. Definitely a character that has a lot of utility. I'm wondering what has brought that kind of resurrection of Ling Bo players. Maybe something has changed in the meta.
We've not seen any of the ults go off. It is that dragon transformation that we are seeing a lot of, and maybe that movement utility. Oh no, look. Hachiru is down.
If Ling Bo ultimate cancels Ember ultimate.
That's one to test. Put that one on the notepad. Anyone in chat knows. Maybe you can tell us, but we can bust myths right now. As Inno tried to bust right through E2 Sports. Mirax is down.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's got to be a little bit scary. He used that relocator, but the player from Team 2 using a gold squeaky, it sounded like, trying to get into zone, able to follow up and chase after people so aggressively with those gold squeakies.
I know, going to be on the back foot. Will they be chased into zone? Everybody on the edge of zone. With it being a little bit of a smaller lobby, we haven't seen many fights yet, but now with this zone pushing in, everyone on the edge. There'll be a third party from to your left or to your right. It's looking dangerous, Josh.
Yeah, you don't want to be on this bottom side of zone. They're ATTK, the only team who's really got anything to be thankful for at this point. They're everybody going to have to rotate through, gosh, maybe a few chokeholds here just to get to zone. I don't think we're going to be seeing a lot of teams make it. It's going to be a tough one, I'll be honest.
And they're going deeper and deeper into the zone as well, just making sure no one's going to chase after them. E2 Sports drop down that petal peeper. It's going to help their rotate out. They know no one's around them. If the squeakies come down to get out there quicker, but they need to get out of zone.
Hello?
Hello, hello?
Game?
It looks like Panjay did get tagged. Virtue setting some sort of spell on Ananori and throwing them right back. It's a slideshow, ladies and gentlemen.
Not quite sure what happened. This is one of the few times I've seen this, and it's been quite a few seasons since I've seen something quite like this. Hopefully it's not affecting the players in-game. Flacco taking out Zero, it seems.
Zero, we can guess what happens from slide to slide. Flacco takes out Zero in as he's got himself the Arbor sniper rifle and ample bullets. Hits up on the perch and looks down the sights and fires. Oh, Panjay is down and Elivote as the hopes of Inori in his movement around.
I think I did make this work. Hit it with the pause, the play.
Elivote going for the res on Panjay.
Oh, that's the one.
And then...
Was that the one?
There we go. Elivote with those good looks and that res charm getting us back into the game, Josh.
Yeah, at least a little bit better than it was. Get a little bit more action before things as well. Seems like it is across the board. I'm also getting reports that Crufty is getting spectator lag as well. So.
There we go. We got Virtue in a kill cluster. Stuck in zone. Teams all around. And quickly get the health back up. Taz's teammates looking like they're going to be down again, and it's going to be up to him again, much like that first game, to get them back up. Will he? Yeah, it looks like he will go for the res, and he won't get himself out of zone. He's going to make sure his teammates are up first.
This is such a tough spot to be in when you're rotating into such a far zone. Desi, he's going to have to go all the way around, falling up behind a Luxury, so that's got to be scary. And once he gets into zone, he's also got to worry about getting past them, getting into a position, and that's still with zone on his back. With everything else considered, it's a scary spot to be.
With the Cypher, he got that utility to get in and out of spots quickly, but you only get that one chance shot with it. We're following still. Virtue are deep in zone, and look how closely they are going to rotate next to Chill, guys. This is about to be a bloodbath.
Hope that little pause there will make things go back good again there. It seems that it saved it at least a little bit here. Our kill leaders of this game right now going to be Inno. Desi, the only player left alive, but he's going to be trying to do everything he can to get onto that res device and get his team back in it. But Luxury, they've got a good spot there. They're covering it very aggressively.
Luxury looking to make up for that first game, as we said. Luxury or Virtue on this one? Who walks away with the crown on this one? You think he's going to be one of these two teams?
Definitely has a chance. I don't know, I saw ATTK all with red shields off in the distance here. Unfortunately for Chill, guys, Kim's going down.
He didn't see them there. And now, Luxury, push forwards. And breaking down the door to make sure he's dead. Get any of the loot there quickly. Watch out though, Luxury.
ATTK.
Right there.
Oh!
Freedom knocks Nerton and keeps Luxury hemmed in against the zone as it pushes from behind them. The ult bombards them from the sky. Lace splits off to the left, and Aimbot sits in a van and gets those heals off. Desi comes in. This is his chance. He can sneak in between the chaos.
Oh, look at Dan on E2 Gamers. They've got themselves in the best position of all. They're not in any of this chaos, and they can just have the opportunity to get free third-party shots, and they managed to take out Aimbot and Lace. Luxury's out of this match.
Luxury are out of the match, and they sort of attack. And now to push back the Chill guys, and they'll soon be less players. There's only 5 squads, 11 players left. Attack, hand up. We can see Desi in the distance. He's not going to move any, but E2 Sports making hell for anyone trying to push into this zone right now.
Still got 4 teams left alive, 10 players involved in this matchup. Getting gifted a little bit more utility is going to be Inori getting hopefully something nice from that drop. Let's see. Oh, that's something real nice.
Oh, it's Christmas, says Zero. And he points it straight at Attack and tries to deny them any more placement points here. And misses the shot for now, but his teammate follow up. And Desi's out of the game. Attack just getting a sneak kill on him.
Oh, man. Today's games have been so enjoyable. I've seen so many big Arbiter shots. Trying to cover the edge of the zone there, making sure to try to get a preemptive shot. Unfortunately, Attack rotated to the right instead of the left there.
And right into the Arbiter sniper rifle. We see E2 Sports going to rotate smack bang into Panjay. Panjay's pincered in the middle with fire coming from Attack and from E2 Sports. Elivote to teleport over. Gets himself back to the team. They're chasing down Freedom, who's separated again from the teammates. It could be his end here. A spray.
It was also pretty split though.
The Phantom saves him for now. Smoke will save him for now. Can he find him through the smoke? Chases him down. Freedom is down. Zero In has to get back to his team.
Oh, he's got eyes and he's got the no boats to follow up on this Phantom. But there's, oh gosh, so much damage coming into Elivote. If there was an ATTK player doing that, I think he would have been sure to turn that one around.
And they shred down Attack. Are isolated, and E2 Sports fight. They put down the smoke to get the res up. In comes the Cypher ultimate. It's shot out. Sambrowski loses his shield though. And Wanzel is down again. It's panic stations here for E2 Sports. They try to fend back in. No. Sambrowski down now. Oh, he manages to get his ex-teammate Dan. Zero In's gonna hate that. The fire comes from Inori and puts down Dan and revenges on his ex-teammate.
We've got ourselves into a final 3v3 situation there. The player of ATTK managing to get the res, but they're going to play forward here. Player trying to get some damage done before anything can happen.
If they want to do it now, you're going to get right behind their player. This a great rotation for them with Inori right on top of them. Getting on top of the high ground advantage.
Freedom and Faker have zero utility as they've just respawned, but they've got their bullets, they've got their guns, and they've got the power to do something here, I think.
They throw down Zephyrs, and they keep Inori pushed back to stop them from coming over this hillside and make sure their bullets hit them and send them back.
Man, there's just been so much pressure applied from Inori as they've tried to get in, and Faker, he's gonna get pushed out from that cover, and he's probably gonna get shot out, but instead we're seeing Panjay playing a little bit split from the rest of his team. Elivote just trying to close that distance, making sure that no one can get pounced on.
He has to get into the Phantom to get away from them. Elivote, though, rounds the corner. He knows they're weak, and player goes down, and now it's only one more player left. And we know that Inori are not going to let them live, and it's a second game win for Inori.
Oh man, yeah. Gosh, such a capable team. So consistent. Like I said, they've got it all.
Especially with
8 kills,
Elivote
too.
on the chat. Another 8 kills for the go with their first game win, and that's 7 kills there. They're going up the leaderboard, Josh.
Man, that is for sure. 8 kills. You can tell that they're all putting in just about even amounts of work there. 18 minutes and 22 seconds alive. Zero, the only one who went down, but he was going down and he was fighting for it. 2,000 damage, the most on his team.
Massive, massive damage for Zero in. Wonder if that Arbiter was the deciding factor in that one.
Definitely a good chance there. All these top teams there, you get to like the top 8 roughly, and like that's usually kind of that point where you get to that final, at least second to final zone there, and that's when things start heating up the most.
And as well, it was massive. Like we're seeing a lot of teams now that are going to be in the in that final circle, just because there's 10 teams in the lobby. You know, they're not necessarily fighting in those early game either, so you just do see those massive end circles.
No, that is absolutely for sure. How's the poll looking, by the way?
We've got it. I've let think. No, we'll go over to the studio and I'll do the reveal there. I think I know who's going to love this one though, Josh. You ready for this, chat?
Good to hear.
You ready for this? Where's the button? Button.
Chat.
Who has got the button? There's the button. Here we go. And the winner of map number 2, voted for by you, the chat, was Sunder Realms. Lukey, rejoice. I hope you're clapping and screaming at home there, Lukey. It's your favourite map. We will be taking a short break, but those lobbies fill quick, so don't go anywhere. Of course, all our teams fighting for that final in the Farlight LegendScrims Global Series. We'll tell you a little bit more about that when we come back, but don't go anywhere. Third and final game for this evening. Chat, do Inori win it again? Spam that if you think they are, and if not, tell me what team's going to win it. We'll be right back. It's waiting on 3 players, and the scores have been tallied up there. Josh, you're looking at the scoreboard right there while I get it up myself. What are we seeing?
Starting off, Inori with their 2 back-to-back wins. I'll be honest, a significant lead. They've already got themselves 75 points locked up for today.
Massive.
And that's just off of two games. Everyone else is fighting hard for second place there. 36 points, 35 points, 34 points, 31 points, 30 points, 25, 22, 17. You get one good game, you've got yourself second place locked up there. You just got to make sure that you're taking out just about every other team in your way if you're towards the bottom side of that one there.
And it's easily done. We've seen that the disruption that can happen in these games, so don't go anywhere, guys. It's going to be a hot last one, and there's only 3 more teams we're waiting on to get into that lobby, so go anywhere.
Sunder Realms.
So they are lobby is loaded up. Capsulas are in the sky. Do Inori get the three-peat tonight, Josh?
Oh man, with how they're playing, with how everything's been going today, it's very doable. They seem to know where to be, how to position, what to do in just about every point of the match. And man, I'm seeing everyone else involved. Like, I thought last game it could have been ATTK, it could have been E2 Gamers. Guess what? I was wrong on both of those. Those were both my guesses. Who am I to guess right now?
You come if we cannot rely on you. I mean, I think you've got it.
Right?
You've had to, oh, gee,
It's rough out here. These teams are too close.
Far too close, but there is going to be a difference just because we are on Sunder Realms. I mean, some of these teams are going to know what Inori's favourite spots are. Do they go after Inori at this point, or do you run scared and hope that they don't find you first?
Nope, yeah, literally. I mean, Inori, out of the teams that are here, I guess Elivo maybe not as much, but the rest of his team gonna have so much experience on this map.
And there we go then. We have started for that third and final game of the evening. Sunder Realms voted for by yourselves at chat. It's myself, ListerBungi and Joshua. LegendScrims EU League on our lead up for the top 8 in the LegendScrims Global Series final tournament. And look at that spread.
Yeah, looking like there could be quite a bit of action happening here. Salge decided not to head to lab there, backed off and landed between there and Nova. It's looking like there is a bit of action happening in the top of a refinery, though.
It's attack against Fushan. Equal on shields. They've got themselves some decent weapons, but who will push who first?
Looking like they've just decided to hold back for now there. You don't want to get too split from your team, but playing off the information that you got, you can play it very aggressively if you do it right. It seems like PVJ has led the charge here and done a great start. Faker's going down.
And pounced on him. The rest of attack running scared. Fushan gonna be emboldened. They try to isolate player. Freedom goes again, splitting again from his team. Just a little moment. If Equinox can find player.
We also have Rated C, who is in the vicinity. As a duo, they are just as strong as just about any of these teams in this lobby. I'll be completely honest, they do not have fear.
They do not have fear. They have a Ranger assault rifle in hand, and it finds... Oh, Equinox teleports in behind him, tracking, not caught unaware, throws down the Origin chip, and now he's on the run. He's got no shield left. It could be an early out for him, but Equinox goes into the building and gets knocked back by tracking.
Oh man, these teams are so good. Oh, using that window, didn't realize it existed. Oh, PBJ has gone down. It's just gonna be up to tracking. He's got to do this 1v1, but there's a great chance the HP's in his favor.
Oh, the Michelle Nainterstragon was looking the wrong way, and Fushan, who started off so promisingly, are out to the duo of Rated C, who are grinding both sides of this NA and EU League, so make sure they get their good seeding spots here, Josh.
Seems like Inno must have won out in Command HQ. I believe it was Luxury who also landed with them. They've rotated and they've ended up right around where we were earlier with ATTK and Rated C and Fushan.
Will Rated C be able to hold back the full 3-stack of Luxury we were about to see? They've got a VSS assault rifle trained on tracking and Flacco. That's Lace. Goes down to the flank, and out comes that ultimate from Aimbot.
And they're doing a great job of just applying that continued pressure as a duo, Flacco and tracking. But right now, you got to know as Luxury that most teams, they don't really necessarily know that that's a duo in front of them. So they're still thinking, and they're still playing like, this is a team that we got to be worried about. And let's be honest, they definitely do.
They certainly do. Do not discount Rated C. They are. Look who's coming into the zone as well. And Nori in this as well. They're hunting down players at this point. Like I said.
Definitely what you need to be going for in these matches here. And at this point, Inori can play with zero fear. They've already got themselves almost certainly first place locked up here, unless you see a super big game coming up from another team here.
And it could happen. We know that these teams can do it. It's Luxury.
Especially if they end up taking out that Inori lineup as well.
Luxury playing hide and seek with Rated, and then again the duo has caught them unawares, but tracking goes down this time, and they have been aced by the Cosmic Authority. Nertin annihilates them from this lobby, and Luxury reign supreme in Refinery.
Nertin got so low, but you get that additional bit of HP when you pop that ultimate, and with that alone and the damage reduction that you get, able to pop out, turn that around there. The Ember ultimate came out and just things were not the same. They were thinking, oh, we got this, and then they went, oh, wait.
Oh, wait. And now Luxury have Refinery to themselves. I mean, which way are you going to push from? You've come... Oh, no, let's look at attack here. It's the chill guys, the shy guys. They are being a bit shyer now in this third game. Let's see how well they do up against attack here.
Freedom's a little bit split, but we've been noting that has been a bit of a common trend throughout today. Seems to be a more determined playstyle, I'd say. Definitely. Oh, wow, look at that Arbiter that Freedom has. That's a good reason to be split from your team there. You get a side shot when no one's expecting it. Guess what? That fight's completely different in a second.
This time it makes sense for Freedom to be on the flank, so watch out if you do see him taking a little sneaky go down the left or the right hand side.
These two teams getting pretty close. It's Luxury, it's Inori, both teams that are going to want to fight, and man, it could go either way. Aimbot, so strong. Nertin playing so good today. Lacey's got that game-changing ultimate, but you got to worry at the same time. Inori, they know how to play this just about every single time.
And I think it was Inori who threw down a petal peeper, so Inori gonna know who's in their vicinity right now. Oh, chill guys, it's not looking good for them. Yuli slips and slides away from the fire of attack, and Freedom with that Arbiter sniper rifle gets away for now, but attack on the chase.
This fight's still ongoing between Inori and Luxury. It does seem right now that they don't really necessarily have to act on either of these teams, but right now Aimbot, he's closed that distance, got some good damage on to Panjay, and now you just see them both looking for angles, trying to get that pressure down, try to utilize everything they've got, but I don't think this is gonna go too favorably for either of these teams if they take too long.
It looks like that bow ultimate was wasted, but they're still on the push. Nertin's shield is down. He has to back off. Aimbot shield gets tagged too. Inori with the shield advantage here. Panjay pushes forwards, but he's pushed back.
Panjay pushing up forward there. Goes for a bit of a wide peek. Loses his shields. Nertin's going to play back with his team. Make sure that nothing can happen. Lace, though, lost a lot of HP.
And Virtue are coming up on the rear of Luxury. Lace is down low, as you said, and uses that ultimate to give himself some time. Pushes down the Zephy too to make sure that nobody is on his tail. And Luxury hightail it out of there.
Like I said, they did not want to take too long on that one there, because things like that happen. The additional presence alone from Virtue was enough to just make them go, okay, wait, guys. We can't be doing this. We got to play for the win here. We got to play for our lives here. What are we going to get out of this?
And they
kills,
yeah.
And our lives.
Their lives, you live to fight another day as Luxury and yet another team rolls into this area. But it's Virtue who are under fire now from Ino. Mirax is being pointed out, but Hachiru is down. The Ember ultimate comes around to try to save Hachiru, but he is down. Throws down another smoke, and it's a frantic res on his teammate. Taz getting shredded through by Panjay, who sees his opening and his chance, because now it's Inori on their back.
Who's also joined in on this one there. Desi is low, but Largus is playing on the aggressive. Virtue Hachiru gonna get finished off there, but the Buzzy does come out. Does it get shot out? It does.
It was shot out, and their chances and hopes of that teammate being rest. And look, it's Taz again. Not quite alone yet. He's got Peerless Pina on his side, but they are in zone. Just staying away from the teams who have converged on this area. And now we go to the south. And it's attack. Getting beamed down by Dan. And with that, Zephy capitalizes on this. He knows his teammates. Looks for anyone who's there. Confirms the kill on Faker. And they hunt for the rest of attack.
This is one of those games where I think just with everyone's experience on the map, I think we're going to see most of these teams make it to the end of this matchup here. Just being able to know those rotates, know how to get into zone, know how to play this map. Plus, it's Nova Bazaar. There is so much space you can play around in Nova Bazaar.
There's so much. There we go. We can see that space as our teams push in. Peerless Pina is alone. It's a no. Takedown. Virtue.
Man.
Is that name tag change working for them tonight? Doesn't seem to be.
Yeah, it does seem that maybe they did have a little bit more extra oomph behind them when they were under the Takar brand, but I still think they're a team that is capable of doing just about anything. Obviously, you gotta say, all these teams, once again, so consistent, so strong. It does seem like that this is ongoing again here. It's now Inori versus Inno. Long shots get traded out here.
And tagging away with the MK24 DMR. A lot of players' favourites, and with that hack, he's going to know where they're about to pop out from. Ellie Vote needs to duck back. And do they push this now? They know. They're a little low. And Nori tried to get out of there. They're not winning this fight.
I will be honest, Inno definitely has the better position here if they can keep it. They don't really have to worry about the zone on their back because they're going to have a couple different ways they can rotate out here. But Inori, they only can really rotate from through Inno unless they disengage right about now.
Oh no, and the shield goes down on Panjay. And he has to duck back in again and just wait to pop his head out and wait for those bullets to come flying towards him and in between his eyes.
Getting closed in here on Inori's side. Like I said, they're going to have to worry now that they're almost closed up here.
And as the zone pushes forwards, it's which way will they go? Will they try to push through? Or will they go round and up? It's E2 Sports that we see. Zambroski has been res, so he's looking a little low, but the fire comes from Chill Guys. Luxury off to their left.
And the duo of E2 gamers here gonna have to do what they can to try to get Zambroski up there. The gold smoky is a great way to start it.
They throw it down. They throw down more smokes just to try. He's getting there. He's getting there. He crawls along the other side of the mountain. A lot more of a chill.
Guys.
Yep, a lot more of a chill rotation. It's just nice and calm over this side of the map. It's the other, it's fire and brimstone. And now they want a bit of the action. They're pinging through.
They've got themselves a time dominator there as well, so going to be able to use that to pull the zone wherever they want to. And I think that could be a pretty big game changer here.
That would be absolutely massive, especially for the teams that are up this side of the map right now. And that would be the last thing that they are expecting. Desi on his own. Again.
That kicking so hard. I don't think you can go for this one, Desi, here.
Chat, what do you reckon?
He's got the heals.
Is he gonna? No, that's ticking. It's ticking very hard though. It was ticking. Look on the kill feed. Just if he goes, but in Nova Bazaar, everyone round the edge, the edge of it. And it's going to converge onto Nova Bazaar. Those final couple of circles, attacker fighting on the outside of the zone. Player down to his shield alone. Freedom leads.
Trying to get right into Nova Bazaar. Look at this zone. It's literally circling around Nova.
And attack trying to get into the center of it, but... Oh, Twitch Panjay from the wall. Fires them down and goes and gets himself some more XP. Just need to wait for everyone to rotate here.
done a good job of controlling that whole wall side. Now seeing that the zone is pulling to the complete opposite side, that's got to be a little bit distressing.
15 players, 6 squads, all just on the outside of Nova Bazaar is where it's going to be. That wall play, and the time dominator has been dropped by the Chill guys, and now they make everyone else in the lobby panic a little bit as it pulls over to them, and they get free shots on E2 Sports.
Oh no, unfortunately it was shot out too quickly there, not covering it with any utility. Might have been worth using the Ember ultimate even on top of that one there, at least to get it start to move. But unfortunately, not how they were hoping.
And now that's going to put them again on the edge of the zone. Desi has been found. Will Desi go down? And Nori racking up the kills. And they go in for that third and final win of the evening. E2 Sports fending off Luxury on the edge of zone. Sheepishly peep around the zone. Sambroski's back up. They're back at full speed, full health. It's yellow shields against red.
Still a very scary situation to be in, obviously, there. Lace making sure to cover it with everything he's got, but guess what? Chill guys coming in from behind.
They come in from behind, and out comes the Cosmic Authority. Nertin throwing down everything he's got. He's cracked a few shield, but gets knocked for himself. It's up to Aimbot and Lace. That Ember ultimate lets them get out of there, get a little bit of safety. But around the corner, they find Nori and E2 Sports. Are they going to third party this?
Oh, Nori's definitely third partying this. It's going to be down to Dan as the last remaining player of E2 Gamers, and now he's fighting off against the whole Nori lineup just by himself.
It's a nightmare for Dan. Gets out to try to get the heels off. Sambroski limps away. Aimbot and Luxury throws down the Golden Buzzy and then look to resurrect their teammate.
Obviously very hopeful there. Having a 3-stack towards the end of the game is going to be the difference maker. Lace knows there's a chance that there's going to be a player in that smoke. And does try to go for the aggressive. Oh man, it's going to be a Dan again.
You do not want Dan to stay alive. And Nori it's Dan. Aimbot, it's got Dan. That's why you do not want to keep Dan alive. Now again, Luxury go down to one member, Lace on his own. But does he have that utility? Dan is down. Shot down by Zero. They're going to love that one. Shooting down Dan. And now it's Nori versus Lace. And Lace has shot Luxury out of this one. It's the Chill guys. Nori. And where's our third squad?
ATTK off in the distance, taking out Panjay, taking out Zero. That's 2 players down. It's up to Elivote, and he's just got a stick of res. That's all he can do right now.
It's going to be easier for him, but Freedom with that Arbiter sniper rifle, we said he'd be dangerous, and he comes up the zip line. He fences his chances against Elivote here. Zero in his backup, misses the shot and gets sent back. Get out of here, says Elivote.
This is the chance, this is the opportunity that the Chill guys have been looking for here. Their chance to shut down the potential three-peat of Nori.
And to make their stand on their first couple of games in this EU League. But Nori are back up to full health. And now Kim goes down. It's not looking good for the Chill guys. I feel a little bit of a panic coming on from them. They've dropped the utility, but can they hide or fight against Nori?
Yeah, things are definitely heating up here. And it's looking very not so chill for the Chill guys. Off in the distance, trying to get some damage onto Elivote. It's not quite enough. The Ember ultimate shrouding everybody in darkness. And you're going to see most likely getting taken down, closing that distance.
They've split a little bit. It's just confusing Nori for a while. But how long can Orc fight against Nori? The Phantom Trap goes down. He's putting up a valiant last fight. Can he do anything here? He's just making sure that nobody can get him. Gets the shield recharges back up. He's getting ready for a fight. Here he goes. And Nori take 3 of our 3 games. Incredible.
That is a team that is going to be a major threat for everybody involved in the upcoming FLGS.
FLGS, they've almost secured, their ticket is almost secured. I know Panjay was saying we're going to have to lock in now. We've missed the first week, but in game 2 they came in with third, and now after that 3 squad wipe, Ones to watch out for.
11 kills to their name across the board. Everybody staying alive for the same amount. So very consistent. Whenever anyone was going down there, they got knocked by Freedom pretty much towards the end there. They still didn't get finished. So I guess all technically alive throughout the game there. Chill Guys, unfortunately, had a little bit of a mishap with their time dominator. I'd say that was their biggest issue.
Yeah, and then not being able to, as you said, using a tactical facility or some smokes just to shoot that out could have been their very, very different game. That all changed around for them, but did well to come back from that one. And then ALK there being the last one left for Chill Guys. But I'm very impressed by their first performance here tonight.
Definitely showing that, even if you're coming in as a newer face into this, the EU League, you still have a chance to showcase what's the skills that you have grown, the skills that you've been wanting to show off to the world. And obviously, at the end of the day, we got to see Anori today definitely do that.
Absolutely massive for them. We're going to go back to the studio now and pull up. I'm pretty sure, I haven't looked at the chat, but I'm pretty sure Nazira's already done it, right? Am I right? He's already inputted the scores.
Close. Yeah, he definitely has.
Let's see if we can grab that up. There he comes. I see that. I see it come in. Let's see if we can get this up for you.
Oh man.
Here we go.
Interested to see how that's going to affect the overall leaderboard. They are close.
Anori with 116 points total. This is the scores for tonight, by the way, guys.
Do you know what's crazy? Anori's just tonight with Anori getting 116 points. That would be enough to put them in third place overall. That's how dominant of a performance they put out on tonight. 3 wins in a row, 7 kills, 8 kills, 11 kills. Let's see. The most kills in every single game as well. That's how it's done. That's the things you need to do.
Absolutely massive as we wait. And then look how close the rest of the pack is then. After that, we get Attack, who I said they were just outside of the top 8. That is what they're hoping to get into. And they've got themselves 56 points. And Luxury not too far behind there with the 54 points that they've got there behind them. And Chill Guys coming in 4th place there with their 46 points. Rated C is that duo, 43, and no, 42. So see what I mean about how close it is on points, the total points for this evening.
Oh man, everybody playing super consistently. It's crazy to think that just Anori in their third game alone matched or beat the amount of kills that all these teams had put in there. 7, 9, 9, 11, 7, 7, 11. But yeah, 11 kills coming in from Anori. Enough to overtake everybody there. Gosh, it's just crazy to think. Like they managed a 41-point a game in just one game. That's enough to get into that sort of even bracket right there that you're talking about.
And that's exactly where they're going to want to be. Just electric games. And as well, for all the other teams, it's not over yet. We've got one more week left on this one. The 4th week, of course, going to be next week, where there will be 5 games. So if you didn't get in there, I see some of you asking, get yourselves over to LegendScrims.com. Put you in. That will put you into our Discord server. You have to register your clan, and then when registrations do open again on Wednesday next week, you will get yourselves in there. And I said at the top of the show, 500 diamonds apiece for these final 2 weeks of league games and rooms. Thanks to We Stay Hard and the LegendScrims community for putting up those diamonds for us here. But Josh, it's all to play for what we have dubbed the Farlight 84 LegendScrims Global Series. You want to just fill anyone in about that? You got anything to say about what the hell this is?
Yeah, so the FLGS is going to be our, Apex-inspired tournament. ALGS is their series that they run to, just celebrate the Apex esports ecosystem. In Farlight, we're hoping to do something a little bit similar here. We've ran our EU League, our NA League. We've got the top 8 teams from both sides there getting an opportunity to qualify for our FLGS finals there. But even more exciting is that for teams who haven't been performing maybe up to the level that they've been wanting to, that are going to be outside of that top 8 on both of those regions there is also the last chance qualifier, which is going to be the 2 winning teams from the 2 matches that are played that night. Guess what? They're in FLGS. They're going to be competing in the Apex styled tournament. There's going to be draft POI draft. There's going to be match point
finals. Yeah.
Everything that people have been looking for that just additional bit of action, a little bit more, I'd say, integrity into the rank system. Previously in like the in-game tournaments, it was just the best of 3 and the best of 1, and we know a lot of people weren't quite as happy with that. And being able to have the flexibility to do this all ourselves through our own system. Obviously, you've all been seeing the new clan system, the tournament system that we've been involving into our Discord there, just to help kind of help. Not necessarily replace in-game tournaments, at least give something to do in the meantime.
Well, there aren't there, so I guess just by default they are replacing them there. Everyone's sick of bots and everything. We're just making sure that this stays alive. So yeah, they said it was a Farlight clone. They said Farlight was a clone. So we said, fine, we'll make it our own Apex Legends Global Series, just grassroots and doing it ourselves, and just a little bit louder and scrappier with us casting it here, casting your gameplay, so you can get some clips. And as you said, we've got the Jurdy's cooking up a bot for the POI drafts. We're going to have that match point finals. It's going to make this stuff electric. I mean, with Anori playing like they do, it might be over within a couple of games, but that's all it's going to be to play for. It's winner take all glory. We have yet to announce that the cash prize pool, but that is coming, so stick around for that. And as we said, it's the top 8. That's what this EU League has been all feeding into. Only the top 8 will secure that spot there. So if you haven't locked in, register now at LegendScrims.com and wait for that 4th time that you can get into this.
I just want to quickly comment on how things have gone overall. Things up to this point have been very consistent. Right now, there's 81 points that you need to qualify in the top 8. If you're playing next week, you're going to have to play consistently and you're going to have to play well. But like we were talking about, there is 5 games. So there is a chance for anybody, as long as they can perform, as long as they can do what they need to do, qualify next week there, show off that they can do this. And let's be honest, are you going to miss out on the first FLGS?
I wouldn't be missing out on the first FLGS. So as I said, get yourself into LegendScrims.com. And even if you didn't get in, perchance after that last 5 games you said last chance qualifiers. It's your chances on the line. 2 more teams is going to go through to that LegendScrims Global Series, where we bring the NA and the EU together. And just to speak on the NA, it might be over now, the show, but Corruptor, who's been running the back end on Tuesdays, and with the talent lineup of him and that guy Slim over on Kick, you're going to get that's another chance where there's another 5 games. So you've got 10 games there and 2 last chance qualifiers to get yourself in. So it's still all to play for. So get yourself in over on LegendScrims.com and be playing in these games next week.
I'm looking at the differences between the EU and NA leaderboard. Sorry for the people that can't, just bring it up right now. But it's right now for the top teams. We've got Luxury in EU. For NA, we've got BBLSZ. So I just can't imagine seeing, teams like that come in together on a global scale, being able to fight against each other and seeing who comes out on top. We're going to be making it as fair as possible, swapping between EU, NA ping, swapping between Sunder Realms, Nextera, making sure that everything is at least as balanced as possible. So look forward to that, guys. It's going to be a great experience. We've got everything working smoothly in the back end to make sure that we got a smooth performance for everybody watching as well as everybody playing. So you can't really go too wrong. We're doing it the best. We're trying to make sure that everyone understands that, and we can't wait to see everyone just get to enjoy it. I'll be honest. It's going to be a show to remember.
cannot wait for it, but it is at the end of our show here tonight. Just want to thank all the competitors for getting there in quickly, for signing up, playing these scrims, making it the electric show. Everyone who's watching out there, you drop us a sub if you're new here. We'd love to see you. And it goes towards putting these events on and making sure the lobbies are stacked and making all that work that we're doing here all worthwhile. We're going to raid out to Aimbot tonight, I think. But any closing words from you there, Josh?
Nothing too big on my side there. We could also maybe go with Elivote there as well, on Anori there. Maybe pushing that one over for their
he is
solid gaming.
Yeah, I think we go to Elivote just because they won this. We're going to Elivote, guys. And he's going to teach you all about how he got those wins. He's very good in that. Just teach that. So until next time, guys, we'll see you Friday, same time, but 5 games next week. So catch you then.
See you guys then.